joined us live on Sky Sports from the GE Oil and Gas Arena here in the great city of Aberdeen. Yes, welcome to the Betway Premier League, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And at this time, we welcome the millions of viewers joining us around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scotland! And now, the winner of 11 PDC ranking events, it's Chizzy! Gentlemen, here he is, the former Premier League champion, who's simply known as the Machine, James Wade!
Time to predict the night scores. What do you think? Who's going to win in all four matches tonight? At Sky Sports Darts on Twitter, at Sky Sports on Instagram. Fascinating match to open the evening. Chizzy needs a big win to have a chance of qualification.
Yeah, and it can be tough when you know you only afford to lose a leg or two at most, and even then that's going to cause you problems. He'll be tight at the end of every leg going for double, because that thought is it's so important to hit every shot, and it's tough for him. So it's an opportunity for James to be more comfortable and to perhaps finish the year on a good note.
It's been a disappointing year for James Wade. Only 18% on the doubles, bottom of the table. That was last week, 18% on the doubles. He hasn't fulfilled his potential this year.
No, he hasn't, but the thing is, we know his pedigree, and we also know how cruel and ruthless the Premier League can be on a player. If you're not winning, you're losing, and you're losing badly, and many players have been through it. And James, I think he survived a bad campaign or two before this. He'll get over it.
First match of four coming your way tonight. Wayne Marden, a very good evening to the wonderful John Gwynn. Evening, John.
Hello, David. Lovely to be in bonny Scotland, especially in the Granite City. The third largest city in Scotland. It's the convergence of the D and the Don, would you believe? And tonight, the convergence for the final time in the league of 8 of the world's greatest dart players, Wayne. And one or two issues, as you've discussed, to be determined. Could be interesting.
Yeah, I think it will be, mate. I really do. There's 8 positions up for grabs, and not one of them has been cemented yet. It could be all change. And there was no change for Chizzy there. That is his 65th 180 in this year's Premier League. James Wade is only 21.
I was noting that just before the intro, before Dave handed over, and I thought, that is a staggering difference. For all that we know that Chisnal can hit 180s for fun, for such a difference.
Yeah.
That's 43 180's difference. Admittedly, Wade has hit many more tons, but even so, Wade, remarkable, really.
It is. 60 for tops. Double 10. You'd be thinking, don't hit a 10. You'd be thinking, oh no. We don't want to start mucking around first leg, John, hunting the doubles around the board.
Well, if he's going to get the convincing win that he needs in order to hold out what hope still remains, he's really got to nail this leg quickly.
That is why he didn't want to leave double 5. It's awkward, it really is, but James Wade is away behind. What Chizzy's got to do now, he's got to be far less aggressive on the double 1 and just try to go for the top wire of double 1, and if that's perfect, he will work off that.
Yeah, well spotted, well said, Wade. Yeah. And he can put behind him the missed doubles that preceded that. That's what dart players do. Once you've got that leg, it's out of the way, on to the next.
So just to make it clear, Chizzy wins 7-0. Phil Taylor needs 4 legs to qualify, so he can lose 7-4 to Adrian Lewis. That is if Dave Chisnal beats James Wade 7-0.
It's remarkable, really, that Chisnall's even in this position, even coming into this last game with the slenderest of chances. Almost hopeless, really, but
60.
After the start he made, he lost 3 of the first 4, 5 out of the first 9, but his form of recent weeks has been terrific, hasn't it? And all credit to him.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, John, but it was his performances. They wasn't good at all. So to turn it around like he has, yeah, fabulous effort from Chizzy.
I think the one that got away from him, he threw really poorly against Yella Class in week 4. That was Yella's only victory in the Premier League against Chisnal. Those are the points that I think he most misses right now.
Yeah, he also had 7 darts at a double in the last leg to beat Gary Anderson.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Look, we can pick that up on every player, but we kind of harp on about it when it really matters. James Wade, get leg on the board, 60 for double 12. A James Wade special.
92.
Would have been one little nail in Chisnall's coffin in terms of lingering hopes of reaching the 0-2. Now then, 3 for double 4 he needs. And 1 dart in the green bit, 10 past the hour.
53. James,
I don't like the stalling on doubles when Dave does it. He seems to lose a bit of rhythm to me. 3. Well, this has been James Wade's problem for the whole Premier League. His doubling has just not been good enough.
And you do wonder, double 2 he wants. Double 1 again, got it once! Oh, and he could have done with another dart. I'd have fancied that with another dart, Wayne.
One apiece.
James Wade.
Dave
to throw first.
In a real good position because he's not just trying to win a darts match, is he? He's trying to annihilate someone.
Yes, that's right. And I think one of the reasons possibly why he's had a resurgence in recent weeks is because he came from a point where all was lost. He was therefore more or less able to relax a little more, and he played better darts as a result and got the results. Now he's under pressure again.
Yes, it's an alien situation to
81.
to most dart players at this standard. Normally you just try to win, but to win by a certain amount of legs is different. It's awkward. It's not pleasant.
100.
And even knowing if he did win 7-1 now, he would have to rely on Taylor only picking up 3 legs.
100.
Yeah, there's so much uncertainty, isn't there?
It is.
got to say, I would personally like to see James Wade sign off of the Premier League with a good performance.
Yes.
Nice, strong, clean performance.
I think what the lads were saying, Dave and John, there before they handed over to us about James, absolutely right. He's a terrific player. He hasn't had the best of times, but he's got a lot of good darts in him yet.
Oh, you're not kidding. Fabulous play.
Great visit, that. Terrific visit. He could win this leg against the throw, and let's Wayne.
Not this time. But James missed 24 in the previous leg. Does he miss it this time? No, of course he doesn't. James Wade breaks through and goes 2-1 up. Well, some of the performances that Dave Chisnal has been putting in, I did not envisage him averaging 82 after 3 legs.
Me neither. Especially as the first leg. If he polished off the double, polished it off straight away, he'd have been way up. It had given him the confidence, perhaps, that he's searching for.
Yeah, it would have been a 11 darter, I think.
48.
Oh, there we go.
I think he's got to be averaging high 90s, early 100s in order to be where he wants to be fair. Well below that, as the stats tell us.
The situation has to be playing its part, otherwise he just wouldn't be human, would he? Mind you, the amount of 180s he hits, I'm not sure he is.
Well, he's certainly entertainment value, Wayne. No question about that, Chizzy.
James, it's his 4th on 40. He's leaving Chizzy toiling. In the last leg he outscored him massively, and he's doing it again. That's when you know you're playing well, John. For the second leg running, James has left 1-6-1 after 9 darts. That's not many errors in there, is there?
No, that's right. And on a 14 darter, which is he stranded almost. Made a nice little hole in it there with that visit. Now 71 is double 10. Oh, gotta fancy this. He's just moved over to the left, pushed this dart against that one. He just had to fancy that. And isn't it remarkable how often you see Wade going for the double 10 finish? If he wants 62, he'll go treble 14, double 10. 66, clingity, cling. That's his 66th of the tournament.
Taylor needs one more leg to qualify it. There you see it. Graphic on your screen.
That's assuming, of course, that Chisnal wins all the rest of the legs in this match.
Yes.
One man up, folks.
I think he's shown a lot of character, in fairness. Down and out, really.
61.
Well, down, not quite out. And at least took it to the final night. Even if it was almost impossible.
Yeah, I think it's been an amazing turnaround. And like I said, John, about the form. It's okay winning games, but if you're nicking them, you sometimes don't get that confidence. You get that, oh, my opponent wasn't great. Well, tops, this will be great.
Oh, just over the bar at Petone, almost. Hey, play Celtic tomorrow night at Petone. Now 170. Oh, what's the ball for a magical? Oh, James.
Dave missed 160. James missed 170. Double 10. Off the barrel, possibly.
It's
all a bit hard work for Dave, isn't it? He's not cleaning up first dart when he is winning the legs, and there's some darts he's throwing at doubles that, to be honest, they're not that close.
Absolutely. A slightly strained performance there. And he knew it. The shoulder went into that, and that's the tension.
Yeah. He brought the arm back way too slow, which meant he had to try and force it, and of course it all goes wrong.
Oddly enough, being in Scotland, that's the most Jockey Wilson-like shoulder intervention that I see from any modern player. 180 from Wade this time. Congratulations. What a difference in the averages.
22nd 180 of the Premier League. Hasn't been a regular occurrence for James. Oh, come on now! It hasn't been a regular occurrence for James, apparently.
Well, he's now added 2 in successive visits. One's 41 for an 11 darter. No reason why he shouldn't get this. Especially now with that marker. What do I know?
Well, to be honest, in all fairness to you, John, I think the dart was actually laying a bit flat, the first one at tops. That's why he seemed to go on top of it, because James can work under and over. He's very fortunate like that. He's quite a flat layer of a dart.
Matter of time, wasn't it?
7th leg team to 41st.
So Phil Taylor will now be in London next week. We half expected that anyway, but now it's absolutely confirmed. He will be at the O2. In what capacity? 3rd or 4th? That's to be determined, I suppose.
Yeah, that's to be determined, yeah. But I wonder how Chizzy is feeling now, or do you reckon that he may not even...
I don't think.
He may not even know or care at this
I think
point.
he's in the middle of the game, and he may well realise that it's gone anyway. And now he's relaxing, look. 67.
Yeah, he knows, John. He knows.
24. That's his 3rd tonight, and he's
That's his 3rd and his last 4 scoring visits.
brilliant.
57.
That's right, it is.
Time require 164.
2 treble 19s is what he's looking at.
Got to go bullseye. Well, it was a careless dart. The 25 or a ball would have left him a 2 darter.
Oh, what a good first dart. What a good second dart. Double 6.
He's looked dangerous, James, isn't he? He's looked how you expect him to be all the time.
I fancy this right where double 10 is, just above it. Surely Wade going to put it away, especially after that. They are. No problem.
You know this game, Winnie. You know this game. And Chizzy knows right now that the O2 will not be visiting it in a playing capacity next week. When they go along just to have a day out, you never know. You may fancy it. You may want to see what it's all about.
There'll be all sorts of speculation ultimately about, even now, about what sort of format, what sort of look the Premier League will have in 2018. I know it's a long way off, but it's certainly an interesting discussion. There's yet another one for Wade. Well.
102 average for James Wade. Superb. Been playing so poorly. It's good to see the 7-time major winner playing well. You can't get up on that stage and play well if you don't think you can do it. He still believes.
Yes, professional sport at this level, if you don't have the self-belief, whatever the circumstances, then you're certainly on the way down and on the way out. And, Wade's got self-belief. Oodles and oodles of it.
Time to require 170.
We saw James Wade miss the bullseye off this biggest fish of all. Not this time.
134, James.
82. They will go the bull route here. 17 for tops to make sure he earns a point. There it is, makes the point of the dart. Go exactly where he wanted it to. Well, it wasn't right in the middle, was it? But picks up a point, probably will have to very soon, Wayne.
Yeah, what that does for James Wade, puts him on 13 points. Guaranteed, and if Adrian Lewis loses, he will move above Adrian Lewis in the table and finish 7th. There's always a couple of quid to be picked up in the Premier League.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, now Chizzy's joining in. A 4 apiece they've had. Chizzy's have been rather spread out. Legs 1, 4, 6 and 8. It's all in a group, in a little cluster. 2 in leg 5, 1 in leg 6, 1 in leg 7.
Yeah, they were all in a 2-minute spell, weren't they? There we see it. Michael Van Gerwen, Peter Wright, Gary Anderson and Phil Taylor. They will be appearing at the O2 finals night. Who will be playing who is yet to be decided. There we see. Currently, Adrian Lewis 8th. Of course, we've already lost Jelle Klassen and Kim Huybrechts. They were eliminated on Judgment Night after week 9.
Well, Chizzy should get something on the board. He want to try and get a point out of this if he possibly can. As you say, Wayne, there's a few extra bob to be earned depending on where they finish in the table. Gets that which is required. Still very much game on.
Well, if he can get a point, he's in a strong position to finish 5th.
Yes, it's Barney who's behind him, who could catch him, of course. Should he get a point here? He's going to get a 180, is he? He is! He is!
Just a small matter of £10,000 between finishing 5th and 6th.
That's enormous when you think. It's a few exhibition nights, all saved with a few arrows on
20 minutes for you, John.
Thursday, on a Thursday night in Aberdeen.
Well, the ironic boo from the crowds. They want to see a 9-darter. There's been 9 180s in this match.
55.
Had the good fortune of calling the 9-darter. Barney hit here back in 2010, 7 years ago.
58. Time to require
29. We decide to go the 19 route first. That's 72 left. That's double 18 for a 1-2. 9 finish. Chizzy is busy still.
That's fantastic. That really is. It's what we want to see. High finishes, 180s. Seen a dart miss for a 160, a dart for a 170. It's all good stuff here in Aberdeen.
He hit his 5th 180 in that leg, finished with 129, and because he's gone past the point where he can qualify, I think he's relaxed again. And if only he could be like that all the time.
Yeah,
it's easier said than done, of course. But look at the fluency now in his throw.
Yeah, there's certainly less tension. Certainly less tension. James has just kind of ploughed on, hasn't he? He's just carried on playing. And that's what we want to see from James. Week in, week out. Man, he can be a menace.
Yes, machine-like. He's known as the machine, of course. It's a car mechanic anyway. He says that's the thing he enjoys doing more in life than even playing darts.
100. David required 161.
Darts can be machine-like. Chizzy's fighting back well here. He's really playing well again now, and I think that's reflected in his average. It's gone up to 96, and Wade on 96 with much in it. When you think there's 20 points in it, when Wade was averaging around about 100 and Chisnal was on 80, it illustrates that the point I'm making, and he's done it again. Another very, very good leg from Chisnal. That when he relaxes, he is one heck of a player.
James Wade has the darts to clean this up and register a 7-5 win over Dave Chisnal. And he starts with a horrible 41.
Chizzy gets 180, number 6. What a reply to 41. Puts him well in command of this last leg. The thing is as well, it could continue his unbeaten run. Yeah. And it'd be nice for him to be able to say.
This would mean if Chizzy could win this leg, the last 7 matches unbeaten in the Premier League. We're talking against the very, very elite in the world here. It's amazing.
Yeah, 1 or 2 draws in there, 3 in fact if he gets this leg. But even so, he is so entertaining. Chisnal gets a 7th 180, 2nd in this leg, and what a fight back.
6 legs to 2 down. This is for a draw. He won't be at the O2, but he's made a statement of intent that Dave Chisnal is capable of mixing it with the very best on a weekly basis. That is the draw from 6-2 down. Chizzy gets the point with James Wade.
Yep, coming up, Taylor and Lewis. That's our next game on, folks.
Fascinating opening match here in Aberdeen. James Wade against Dave Chisnal. Chisnal 6-2 down, but battled back a 1-2-9 check out. Kept his cool, and it finished all square. Dave Chisnal 6, James Wade 6 in the opening match of the evening. Too little, too late for Dave Chisnal. Coming next, Phil Taylor against jackpot Adrian Lewis. Snakebite against Barney. And rounding off the night, mighty Michael Van Geuren against Gary Anderson. Top 4, Phil Taylor qualifies for the O2. Positions yet to be sorted out. Dave Chisnal finishes in 5th position. James Wade, 13 points. If Adrian Lewis loses though, Wade will finish in 7th position. The O2 beckons next week. Semi-finals and final in one glorious night of darts. Make sure you join us 7 PM on Sky Sports 3 next Thursday.
Betway sponsors Premier League Darts on Sky Sports.